Hi everyone, it's Water and Air 1111. I decided to do a quick kind of impromptu live stream. I'm not sure if anyone will join, but if they do, then I will just be doing like a Divine Masculine update and just kind of chat with you guys. I see someone just joined. Hi, let me know where you guys are, how you guys are doing. I'm just going to wait like a little bit until people get in, but it's just going to be a kind of Divine Masculine update / quick update. For some reason, I felt guided to do this. Hi, AC. How are you? Hi, Gail from Delaware. I'm doing good too. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, thank you I'm glad you find my readings helpful. Thank you for watching. Hi, Haley. Indiana. Hi, ACO, you're in New Jersey. Hi, Mr. Rap 123. I was just saying, I know this is pretty impromptu because I usually try and tell people ahead of time when I'm going live, but for some reason, I was just going to do like a recorded reading for the Divine Masculine, but I was feeling like I need to go live for some reason, so that's what I'm doing. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, the energy is pretty crazy, Gail. Definitely hyped up right now. Hi, Haley. Gemini. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me with the energy, it's been very, it's just been very hyped up, very like so much happening. This week has gone by really fast because of that, but at the same time, it's like feeling very tired as well. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick Divine Masculine read. So this won't be as long as the usual readings I do. And then I can pull a few cards for you guys. I just want to make this kind of a quick thing. Just to see, yeah, how everyone's doing. Yeah, same here. Hi, Patrice. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do a quick Divine Masculine reading now, and then I'll do that for like 10 minutes. Then after that, I will pull cards if you guys want, and then I'm going to sign off. I do know it's 9:30 where I am on the East Coast, so people might be doing other things later, so just a quick check-in. The past 48 hours, so much anxiety, energy has been spiraling out of control. It's unreal. Yes, it's been crazy. I'm just wanting to take it easy, not exert myself too much this weekend. Hi, Alluring Vibes. Hi, AC. Okay, so I'm going to start the reading for Divine Masculine, and then I will go into the cards after that. Stacy. Oh, wow. You're in the UK. It's 2:34. Wow. I'm guessing you're feeling this energy as well because it's so early. It's so late there. Thank you for joining. Okay, so let's get a quick read on Divine Masculine energy, and I'm still going to do a separate video this weekend for the Divine Masculine, but just a quick one for them here. Divine Masculine. Wow, okay, this is the same card we got last week for the Divine Masculines, 8 of Swords. So for those of you who may be picking up, who's feeling, you know, the strong energy going on, your Divine Masculine is as well with this 8 of Swords. They're still kind of overthinking, and they're still not necessarily taking actions. They're just kind of spiraling in their mind. Bottom of the deck for that was the 5 of Pentacles. So they're like constantly thinking about how things are not working out. They're constantly thinking about possibly even self-doubt and like things that they want to achieve but have not achieved, the state of things in their lives, and they just keep thinking and thinking and going around in circles about it, instead of really taking action to get themselves to the place where they want to be. You're welcome, Stacy. Ooh, okay. 3 of Cups reversed for the Divine Masculine. So their other card. So with this, it's like they're feeling, some of them may be, because they're overthinking so much, they may be overindulging in other ways, just kind of partying too much, having a lot of alcohol, just kind of almost trying to block things out. It's like staying busy to keep your mind off of something, even though you're still going to be thinking about it, if that makes sense. Like spending lots of time with partying and with friends and like just distracted by other things and indulging in other things as a way to not be in your mind so much. But at the end of the day, they're still in their mind. They're still thinking about their state of lack. The bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So I do feel like some Divine Masculine are kind of overexerting themselves as a way to distract themselves from how they're thinking internally. And let's get one more card. Divine Masculine. Okay, and then the card that fell on the floor is the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, it's like they're still, I feel like Divine Masculine, some of them are just really trying to power through right now. They're in their thoughts. They're trying to distract themselves almost, but they're trying to power through at the same time to ultimately create some type of new start in their life. But these other distractions are not helping them to be able to start any type of new beginning. And I mean, bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands reversed. So it's like, although they're wanting to start something new, although they're wanting to have a new chapter to kind of be able to channel their energy and create the environment that it is they actually desire, it's not happening because there's instability that needs to be dealt with. There's instability in their home, instability more than that is just in their foundation that's needing to be dealt with, that's needing to be addressed. And when you don't address things kind of from your core, everything else is going to crumble. So let's get some clarifying cards for this. And hello to the people who are just joining. So I'm doing a Divine Masculine, just a quick Divine Masculine energy reading. I'll be doing a more formal one over the weekend, but I just felt guided to go live for some reason, kind of spur of the moment. And after this, I will pull some cards for people for a little bit of time, and then I will be signing off. So what is this Eight of Swords about for the Divine Masculine? Okay, Ace of Cups is the first card, and then 2 cards that came out together. Wow, the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So, like I said, Divine Masculine's over analyzing the situation, overthinking about their situation, thinking about their state of lack, of what's not in their environment, of what it is that they do not have, but maybe want to have. And that overthinking is just, it's getting them in this cycle. It's like getting in a cycle when you're like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. But then you're still thinking about it and you're still feeling the effects of whatever that situation was. And with the Ace of Cups, I do feel like it has to do with relationships. It has to do with emotional fulfillment. What makes you emotionally fulfilled? Why does Divine Masculine not feel necessarily emotionally fulfilled right now or happy? And the bottom of the deck for that is the Magician. So it's like literally like the bottom of the deck when I got this Eight of Swords was the Five of Pentacles. So with the Magician card here now is the bottom of the deck, it's like they are completely feeling that state of lack. They're completely feeling how they haven't been able to create, to manifest what it is that they want from an emotional point of view, whether that's they haven't been able to have a kind of healthy, balanced relationship with, in terms of like a romantic partner. Well, they are not doing something that makes them emotionally happy in terms of their career, in terms of their friends, in terms of their family, and just in terms of themselves. They don't feel happy with themselves. So when all of that's at play and you're just thinking about it, thinking about what's not there, thinking about what it is you want to create, but you're not creating, it's that cycle, that Eight of Swords cycle of constant kind of fear and anxiety and disappointment and being overwhelmed. So let's go. The next one was the Three of Cups reversed. And we have the Justice card and the Emperor. And the Emperor is my card for the Divine Masculine. So with these two clarifying the Three of Cups reversed, which I mentioned before, that's about, I feel the Divine Masculine kind of overindulging and distracting themselves in a way to not have to, as a way to kind of distract from their thoughts, but it's not actually working. It's not actually being effective. So then they're overindulging in activities and things and people and places to get their mind off of what it is that they feel disappointed about, but it ultimately kind of brings them back to that feeling of disappointment again. It doesn't actually get them to successfully distract themselves and forget about what makes them feel sad. Now, with these clarifying that Three of Cups reversed, it's like there's a knowingness that, you know, you can't kind of run away from this issue for too long. You can't kind of distract yourself from other things for too long. That some balance has to be restored. At some point, you have to kind of grow up, even though that's not the best phrase. You kind of have to deal with something, deal with a situation, deal with your feelings head on. You have to kind of step up into that. And the bottom of the deck for that is the Hermit, which is almost like growing up. It's like you have to go on that inner journey to realize that balance is needed in your life, that you can't distract yourself from other things with something else, that you can't kind of focus on partying or people or sex or alcohol or anything like that, or work to distract yourself from your feelings, because at the end of the day, your thoughts are still with you. So balance is needed, but some Divine Masculine are kind of still in that cycle where they're distracting themselves, where they're trying to forget about whatever's happened, forget about how they're feeling by putting so much energy into being, you know, or appearing to be happy and go with the flow and content with everything. I'm just looking at the comments. Gail says, mine got back from vacation, contacting me to say hi and that he missed me while he said he had planned to do some important things. It does not feel like he has, and he once again is avoiding me. And Gail, I mean, sometimes the Divine Masculine will definitely, you know, may kind of reach out as that feeler. And I feel like I mentioned that maybe in a reading a week or two ago or something, just kind of reaching out to know that you haven't completely like closed off to him. Like there's still some type of opportunity there. But with that, I mean, and for everyone, like as you start to get contact with your Divine Masculine, with your divine counterpart, then to just really try and go with the flow and give it time for things to really come together. Because as much as you've been feeling, your divine counterpart has been feeling as well. So just having some kind of understanding about the fears. And I feel like that's something that I spoke about last week with the Divine Masculine reading on kind of the inner fears. And again, like if the Divine Masculine is going through all of these cycles of feeling lack, of feeling like I want more, I want to do this, but I'm not doing this. So let me just forget about it. Let me try and do something else. But then coming back to the starting point of still being like, you know what, this still is something I feel connected to. How do I deal with that? So it's almost like going in ebbs and flows. And keep in mind, everyone, we're still in Mercury retrograde. And I think like 4 other planets are also retrograde, plus all of these eclipses. So a lot is coming up. So, you know, if there's contact and then silence again, just think about all of the energies that are integrating right now. And yeah, just try to be, you know, understanding of that. Yes, mine is the same way. Yeah. And oh, happy birthday, Stacey. I hope you have a great day. So the last card we had for the Divine Masculine is just the Ace of Wands. So despite all of this stuff, the Divine Masculine is trying to push forward, is trying to start something new. But I do feel like their energy is a bit scattered right now. It's not completely channeled the correct way. There's still kind of distractions they're dealing with. There's still kind of self-imposed distractions, as well as some are more environmental distractions going on. Knight of Cups. So I do feel, like I said, the Divine Masculine is trying to push forward, is wanting to be this person coming forward, expressing themselves. And the bottom of the bottom of the deck for that is the Two of Wands. So making a pivot, going a new direction to be able to express themselves and channel their energy in an appropriate way. Page of Cups. So some of them are really wanting and some of them are likely planning and really working to come to the Divine Feminine to express themselves. Others, I feel like, are dealing more with this Eight of Swords and Three of Cups reverse energy that's kind of preventing them from completely channeling their energy the way they may like to. The bottom of the deck for the Page of Cups was the Death card. So transformations are wanting, and this kind of goes back again to Divine Masculine, some of them wanting, as they break out of this cycle, and wanting to know that, you know, all hope isn't lost, basically wanting to know that things can be transformed, that things can be improved, that things can be rebuilt. So some of them are in this kind of Ace of Wands, really starting to take action and really start to channel their energy in a like concrete way towards their Divine Feminine. Others of them are definitely dealing with some more, either again, self-inflicted distractions and kind of needing to get out of their own thoughts, or some external ones of the environment that they are in. So yeah, that was just the quick reading for the Divine Masculine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if you want me to pull a card for you, then I will be happy to do that. I'm going to do that for about 10 minutes or so until 10 o'clock Eastern time. So if you would like a card, just make a comment and I will do that. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with AC and then Tiffany and then Gail. Okay. And for everyone who's coming in, putting a comment, please be patient because I'm going to have to scroll back through the comments to make sure I get everyone in order. So first we're going to do AC. So let's see a card for AC. Okay, so we have the Temperance reversed for you, AC. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like what you're needing to work on right now is really balancing in terms of your career and finances right now. So I'm not sure if that's something you're already working towards, but it seems like a little bit more energy is needing to be placed there in order for you to just make sure that you have all of the materials you need. Also, with this Temperance and reversed, make sure that you're grounding yourself. Make sure that you're grounding yourself to help your emotions be balanced. The other card I got is the Ten of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like, you know, finances and career is something you're needing to work on, needing to balance. So just keep putting energy there. And bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles. So it's clearly coming through that like the more material things are something you should be working on right now. And you're saying you are focusing on that. So just keep doing that and definitely stay grounded. You know, walk outside, be on the grass, be, you know, near the water if you can, to just balance your energy, okay? So after AC, I'm just scrolling up. We have Tiffany H, okay. Okay, this came out really quick for you, Tiffany H. We have the Queen of Swords, okay? In the bottom of the deck for you, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, I feel like there's something that you are needing to remove right now. Something you're needing to be, I'm feeling the word harsh, but that's not the right word. You're needing to be kind of objective about something. Something you're needing to shift in your life and literally go in a different direction from. Let's see. What is this Queen of Swords about? Tiffany H. Nine of Cups. Okay, so if there's something you're trying to do, if there's some type of wish or goal you have that you've been not pursuing for whatever reason, you're needing to cut out any distractions that are keeping you from your path, that are keeping you from your goal right now. Oh, thank you, AC. There's something you're needing to cut out, Tiffany H. Something that's distracting you from your goal, from something that you really want to have. And bottom of the deck for you is the Ten of Wands. So we have all sorts of energy here for you, but there's something that's holding you back from your wishes, holding you back from your goal. And I feel that it could be even like a distraction or like opinions of others that's kind of somehow preventing you or making you not completely go for your goal or go for something you want to achieve. So cut out any distractions. So anyone who's telling you, you know, you can't achieve your goal or who's just distracting you on your path, those things are needing to be removed. So that was for Tiffany H. So next we're going to do Gail. I'll get a card for Gail. Okay, this is for you. Ace of Wands. And you want to see, interestingly enough, is the Five of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck. Now, Ace of Wands means it's almost similar to the Divine Masculine energy reading that we just did. I'm wondering if you have already been feeling your Divine Masculine's energy a lot lately, because this is almost like a reflection of the energy that's going on, Gail. But just for you specifically, it's like you're needing to take action. You're needing to take inspiration and kind of channel your energy in order to move out of a state of lack. So I don't know if you were left behind by your Divine Masculine or something happened that's making you feel left out in the cold, that's making you feel separate from a potential opportunity. But you're needing to kind of manifest and almost like rechannel your energy so that you're not stuck in this Five of Pentacles, because I almost feel like you're stuck feeling sad or stuck feeling alone, but you're needing to instead kind of get some increase energy, increase creativity in your life. Almost like something to get your spark back, to get the passion back. So let's get another card. What is this Ace of Wands about? What is this Ace? Okay. I just got a ton of cards for you, so I'm going to put them back in and get another clarifier. Ace of Wands. Wow, and this the card that came out is the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. So you're really needing to channel your energy. So, okay, I feel like you're definitely picking up on someone else's energies, and you're definitely feeling a bit stuck in it. So I feel like you need to do something to literally like increase your vibration. Something that will kind of make you happy, make you excited, like dancing or just being in the sunshine, almost to like increase your mood. Because I feel like the thing is here, you don't want to get stuck feeling someone else's energy. Even if it's your divine masculine, because it's like making you feel a bit sad. So I feel like you're needing to really just rechannel your energy, kind of up your mood, do an activity you love doing to like feel that spark again, to feel excitement again and not get kind of trapped down. And it's kind of hard because we have been going through eclipses and a lot of tough energy. So that is kind of, it's bringing those things out in everyone. But definitely try to, you know, keep positive and to keep your energy up. Okay. So next we have Patrice. Okay, so let's get a card for Patrice. We got a lot of cards. Okay, so we have two cards that came out for you. We have the Six of Cups upright, and we have the Hierophant reverse. Now, the bottom of the deck we have is the Two of Swords. So that's about a decision not having been made, not having been addressed. But the first thing that came to me when I saw these cards was like someone is coming back. I don't know if your twin is a water sign or like a Taurus, but it's like someone is returning to you, and it's like their relationship kind of situation will have changed. Like there won't be, if they were in a relationship before, like that's going to be changing. So I don't even feel like this has to do with something you're doing. I feel like this may have to do with your twin, actually, Patrice. Just scrolling down. And you just, yeah, you said yeah. Okay, let's get another card. Something specifically for Patrice. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands that came out for the other card that's specifically for you. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. So I feel like with this Three of Wands, what you're needing to do, Patrice, is to really make plans for your future. Really make a plan for what it is that you want to, where you want to see yourself like by the end of the year. And you said, yeah, he's a Pisces. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. This, I think this is more for your twin. But for you with this Three of Wands, I feel like you're needing to make plans. You're needing to really, you know, dream and decide what it is you want to see in your life going forward, you know, by the end of the year, by this time next year, by 2 years from now. And really think about all it is that you want to accomplish and make goals and kind of like start to get those plans in order, especially if it involves some type of movement. Movement like taking just a vacation somewhere, taking a trip somewhere, doing something, almost like going on a sabbatical or making some type of decision in your life that you're going to switch and go off and almost like go into, this isn't like the Hermit card, but I feel like almost go into like hermit mode or something and go off by yourself and kind of refine your path for what your next step is. And as you're thinking about these things and, you know, getting guidance about it, know that you can really achieve these goals, that you can really make everything happen that you are dreaming and thinking about. Yeah, so that was for you, Patrice. So going back up, Mr. Rap 1, 2, 3. Okay, and so it's 10 now. So I'm going to finish everyone who's already commented. So I will do through, yeah, I see you, Miss Trap. I'm going to be doing you now. Yeah, so I'll do Miss Trap through Amanda. So Miss Trap 1, 2, 3. Let's get a card for you. Mr. Rock. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups for you. Bottom of the deck, interestingly, is the Queen of Wands again. So with this 3 of Cups, I feel like there's something that you're needing to kind of lighten your energy as well, but in a different way from what I mentioned earlier. You're needing to really kind of lean on, I don't know if there's a certain friend or family member you feel close enough to lean on, but you're needing to kind of let your guard down a little bit in terms of relying on someone else to kind of boost your mood. Like sometimes everyone just needs time with their friends or need time with their family in order to recharge and have some levity. And I feel like that's what you're needing to do right now, because it's almost like you've been so focused on achieving your goals and kind of doing everything that you can do that you haven't had time, excuse me, to really relax and have some like lightheartedness in your life. Let's get 3 of Cups. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. It's like you've been really just, I feel like you've been really just going it alone and doing what you need to create your own foundation, to create your own stability. You may have been even not necessarily withdrawing into hermit mode, but just withdrawing by focusing on you know, all of your responsibilities and things like that. But you're needing to really reach out and lean on others to have a lighthearted time. And the bottom of the deck for you is the Page of Swords. So I feel like you're maybe even needing to reach out and like send a message to someone like, hey, we haven't hung out in a while, something like that. So mistrapped, so true. Stacy, yeah, I'm going in order of the comments, so I will be getting to you. There are a few people in front of you. Okay, so that was for you, Miss Tarap. Next is Alluring Vibes with Brittany. I would absolutely love one, so let's get one for you. Okay, so with you, we have the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're going to be getting a message from someone. I don't know if your divine masculine is an air sign, but I feel like someone's going to be coming into you, giving you some type of invitation. They're going to be kind of expressing themselves a bit more than they have before. I don't feel like it's like a full-on expressive, like, heart chakra opening, like, this is what you mean to me, but it'll be enough to have a re-entry to know that where someone's true intentions are. And I feel like this is something you've been thinking about. So let's get a clarifier. Okay, so we have the Strength card. And interestingly, I mean, we are still in the time of Leo, so I feel like this person's almost going to be working up the courage to come to you and talk. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So again, it's like they're going to be working up kind of their energy to come towards you, to come towards you and to, oh, you said he always checks and it's annoying. I'm like, whatever now. Yeah, so I feel like he's going to be coming towards you a little bit more open and like working up the courage to express himself to you. So I do feel like that's what's going to be coming. And just looking, yeah, underneath the Page of Cups is the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like you I feel like you'll be receptive to this, but you'll also be kind of not cautious, but you'll kind of be aware of, know that you have an option to either accept it or not, that type of thing. So that was for you, Alluring Vibes. And thank you, Miss Trupp and Patrice. And Alluring, I can always feel when he's about to start communication vibe. Okay, so that was Alluring Vibes with Brittany. So next is Manda. 10, 10, 11, 11. So let's get a card for you. Amanda. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups for you. And we have 7 of Wands as the bottom of the deck. I almost feel, so with the 5 of Cups, it's about being unsatisfied with the way things are. It's like feeling hopeless, feeling like you don't see how the situation is going to turn out in any positive way, because it almost like you see no positive, you see no, like, you don't see the 2 cups behind you, so you don't see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel. You just see like the dark tunnel, basically. Now, so I feel like this is something that you've been feeling a bit unsure about how things are going to turn out. But interestingly, because we do have the 7 of Wands as the bottom of the deck, even though you're feeling this way, you still feel that core within you, knowing that, you know, it's like in your core, you know that things will turn out the way that they're supposed to, in a way that's in your favor. But because of everything that you're experiencing in your direct environment, it's still kind of bringing your mood down, feeling a bit sad, feeling a bit like, oh, well, I don't know, even though you kind of inwardly feel it, outwardly, it's kind of getting to you a little bit. So what is this? We got a lot of cards that came out for you, so I'm just going to put them back and shuffle. What is this 5 of Cups about? 5 of Cups. Yep, 9 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, it's like you're feeling a bit unsure if, you know, you're going to receive the message you want, if you're going to receive the communication that you're wanting, because of what it looks like in the 3D environment right now. And the bottom of the deck for that is the 9 of Pentacles. So it's like whatever you're seeing right now in your immediate environment, or in regards to the connection with your divine masculine, it's making you feel like, I don't know if it's going to happen. It's making you feel like, well, maybe I'm just going to kind of be in this energy by myself. Underneath that is the Queen of Swords and the 6 of Swords. So you're feeling like you have to go at things alone, but I feel like you need to just continue to follow your intuition and that feeling that's guiding you, telling you what direction you need to go and where things are headed. So I want to get an advice card for you. We got a lot of cards again. Advice for Amanda, 10, 10. Okay. We got the Strength card reversed. And it's like, well, how is that advice? Because the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. You need to cut out, when you're feeling like you're not strong, when you're feeling kind of weak or wavering in doubt, that's what you need to cut out. You need to cut out these things that are making you doubt. You need to cut out the things that are making you feel unsure about where things are going. It's like if something, and I feel like this even might be connected to like triggering or something like that. Like something's triggering you. But just try and stay positive. Try and stay in your knowing again of where things are going. To not be too distracted by the 3D things, because honestly, everyone is dealing with like 3D crap right now, and like it's kind of like things get worse before they get better. So try and take heart in that, and definitely, again, groundedness for everyone is important right now with all of the energies and like astrological things that are happening right now. So that was for Amanda, 10, 10, 11, 11. So going down, Stacy. I think Stacy is my last one. Stacy and then Lawrence. Stacy, can you actually comment? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, because Amanda commented twice. That's why I tricked me. Okay, so after Amanda, 10, 10, 11, 11 is TM, then Maria, then Stacy, and then there's one other person, and then Lawrence. Okay, sorry about that. So TM, a card for you and your twin. Okay, 3 of Cups. I think that's the only one that fell. 3 of Cups. And we keep getting the Queen of Wands for a few people in the chat. Okay. 3 of Cups. So I feel like with this for you and your twin, I feel like you guys will be starting like casual social interactions again in terms of going to meet up, going to hang out, and kind of re-engaging in that type of way. Now, with the Queen of Wands being as the bottom of the deck, I feel like one of you, either you or your twin, is going to be almost like a bit more direct in terms of like, I want to do this, and have like a timeline for when things are going to happen. But the focus should really be on kind of going with the flow of things and letting things unfold as they need to in their kind of own divine timing. So let's get a card clarifying this 3 of Cups. Nothing is wanting to come out. 3 of Cups. 9 of Swords. So, and bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys are going to be starting to have that kind of casual reintroduction of each other. But there's still going to be some feelings like more is needing to be said, more is needing to be done than what is done. So again, I feel like you should go with the flow and let things unfold, naturally and kind of slowly. And even if you aren't getting all of the answers you want, or you aren't having all of the conversations that you want to have immediately, know that it's still unfolding as it needs to, and that it's still going to progress as it's supposed to. Those conversations will happen down the road. Again, like as things become a bit more regular, if that makes sense. So that was for TM. So next is Maria. Let's get a card for Maria. Okay, the 10 of Swords. Okay, so there's a situation ending for you. A cycle is definitely ending for you, Maria, with that 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is also the 8 of Cups. So I feel like there's something you're leaving behind, something you're kind of letting die, almost like a lesson you've learned. I feel like this is having to do, I feel like this is not related to your twin. I feel like this is related to some other like friend or family, some type of other relationship connection in your life that's ending, that you kind of realize you can't give any more to, and that you're realizing you have to let transition into something else. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there's like something you're not putting energy into. anymore. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. So it's something that you had put an energy into at one time, something that kind of started innocently enough or started off purely. I feel like this is almost like a almost like realizing you can't give to a situation, realizing you can't give to some type of friendship or something like that anymore because it's no longer in your best interest. Now, because there are also pentacles here, it could also have to do with you ending a cycle regarding your work, regarding your career, and what you're wanting to do. But I do feel like it's more of a relationship connection that you're dealing with this. So that was for Maria. Okay, so Stacy is next. Okay, so a card for Stacy. Okay, so Stacy, you got 2 cards. So we have the King of Pentacles upright and the 5 of Pentacles upright. Bottom of the deck for you is the Temperance card. So with these 2 cards, I feel like you're needing to. I feel like you're kind of balancing appearance and outward actions is very different, and it's kind of like giving off different energy compared to how you feel. So it's like I feel like you're putting a lot of energy, putting a lot of work into maintaining success, maintaining control, and stability within your material life and with all of your responsibilities of the world, but you're still feeling like it's not giving you what you want. You're still feeling like you don't have everything that you need. And with this Temperance card as the bottom of the deck for you, I feel like the Temperance card is always, for me, it's like balancing, your outward actions with kind of your inner feelings. So I feel like that's something that's at odds here. Like there's something that emotionally is making you feel emotionally making you feel alone or not supported, even though you're doing all of these things in your kind of outward responsibilities and day-to-day life that are great and that are just showing that you have that determination to get everything done. So it's like you're needing to balance these both emotions, and it's almost like you're needing to really address and absorb these 5 of Pentacles emotions and whatever's making you feel sad or making you feeling hi Sweet Cinnamon. Stacy says, yes, I am. I'm getting ready to graduate from university. Yeah, so I feel like you're doing all of those kind of putting a lot of work and effort into things, but they're on a more emotional level. There's other things that are needing to be dealt with. So I feel like you should put some energy into dealing with whatever's making you to feel this kind of 5 of Pentacles way, that's making you feel like something still is not satisfying to you or still is making you feel alone somehow. So what is this 5 of Pentacles about? So we have the Empress. So that's my Divine Feminine card. It's almost like you're the Empress and you're wanting the Emperor. Bottom of the deck is the Death card. You're wanting change. And the Empress is about change. The Empress is about creating a new chapter. So I don't know if you're feeling a bit either just missing or wanting that connection with your Divine Masculine in a physical way, or if it's even you feeling, now that you said that you're graduating, you say you know exactly what it is. Okay, so yeah. It's that feeling of still not being happy with something, still like feeling like you're missing something, even though you're literally embarking on a new chapter and your life is changing right now. Still not having something, still feeling like you don't have something. So that was for you, Stacey Stunner. And yeah, and you say you know what that is. So I hope that helps, and just really address whatever it is that is making you feel this 5 of Pentacles, and then allow it to purge out. We have so many eclipses. Like this is the perfect season to be doing that, to let it go. to release that burden. Okay, so the next card, the next person we have is Lawrence January. Can you pull a card for my energies? Card for Lawrence. Okay, so we have 9 of Swords for you. The bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. We're getting a lot of the people in the chat are getting Wands energy, so I don't know if it's just, you know, the energy that we're in because we still are in Leo season, or if it's more of a, you guys have a lot of fire in your chart, or it's just being activated with all of the transits. But with this 9 of Swords for you, it's really about you being in your mind. And I feel like even though 9 of Swords is usually about feeling guilty or like overthinking a situation and feeling anger or resentment about your role in it, I feel like you're feeling this way about someone else. I feel like you're like something happened, some realization was made for you that's making you go back and feel kind of upset about some action you took or an actions that happened in the past between you and someone else. Almost feeling like you stood by a situation in the past. You stood by, I don't know if this is a specific person that you supported in some type of way, but now it's like you're feeling like looking back and feeling, like unhappy with the way that things happened. You're welcome, Stacey Center. What is this 9 of Swords about? Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you're thinking about, I feel like you're thinking about how someone else's kind of actions resulted in some imbalance within your own life. And how almost like when you try and help someone to help them out, but then later down the road you realize they didn't need your help or something was misrepresented, and thinking about everything that happened, something like that, where you're going back and thinking about something from the past. And it's making you upset because you're thinking about how ultimately imbalance was caused to you. Now, the bottom of the deck for that is the Page of Swords. So you may be wanting to address this situation or this person directly and be like, you know, basically what happened, what do you have to say for yourself type of thing. And I want to get a moment. And another 9 of Wands. So it's like this situation has been stuck for a little bit. This situation is needing to be addressed. The situation is needing to be balanced out. So yeah, I feel like there's a specific situation that you've been thinking about how it developed, how it maybe caused some hardship for you later down the line, or more recently, or just some type of imbalance or an impact on you. So you're needing to really address this in order to maintain your own balance, to not just keep it all in your mind. Like these two energies are heavy and it's not going to benefit you being in your mind about it or being burdened by it. So needing to really release that. So I think that's all of them. I see 2 people just put cards in. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 more. Okay, so I'll do Sweet Cinnamon and Christina, and then I will end after that. Okay, so Sweet Cinnamon, card for me in my DM. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like a new start that's happening. And look at that, the Death card. So that's transformations. So I feel like there's going to be some type of breakthrough that's happening, or some type of mending and coming together that's happening with you and your DM. What is this Ace of Pentacles about? I'm getting lots of cards. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. So it looks like either you or your Divine Masculine is going to be following their intuition in order to create a new beginning. We also have the Ace of Wands as the bottom of the deck. So it's like following their passion, following their intuition regarding the connection is going to really lead to a new beginning for the two of you. So that is great. So that was for Sweet Cinnamon. And so we're going to end with Christina. A card for your twin situation. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. So it looks like there's definitely like a decision or movement is not being made right now. Bottom of the deck is the Moon card. So with that as the bottom of the deck, I feel like it's almost like inner emotions and inner feelings are not being dealt with. Things are coming up, things are bubbling up, all these eclipses are happening, but movement is not being made. It's not really being addressed. It's like someone is not letting the truth of the situation or truth of how they're feeling really seep in and motivate and lead into action. What is this Two of Swords about? And I will do yours, Rio, and then yours will be the last one. This Two of Swords for Christina. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Like I said, movement is not being made. Action is not being made. Bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. So it's like literally something is not being addressed. Something is not, a judgment, a decision is not being made, which is why contact isn't being made. So I don't know if, because we did get the Moon card as the bottom of the deck for the Two of Swords, it's like someone not wanting to deal with the truth of a situation, like I said, the truth of how they feel, or the truth of maybe what has occurred already between the two of you. Let's get one more card. Seven of Swords, having to the truth of a situation. So I don't know if whatever's gone between you and your twin in the past, if there was some type of betrayal or mistrust, some type of deception that went on, and it's like the truth of that situation, it's almost like someone not taking responsibility yet to be like, yeah, this happened, or yeah, this didn't happen, and not dealing with these things. First of all, from an internal level, it's like preventing action from going forward, because obviously if you don't feel like anything went sour, then you won't necessarily take action as quickly as you should. And the bottom of the deck again is the Chariot. So it's like all about movement here, but these swords are needing to be sorted out. The thoughts are needing to be sorted out. Truth is needing to be had. So that's what I'm getting for Christina. And then let's end with Rio. We'll be in contact with your Divine Masculine anytime soon. I always feel like timing questions are tricky because sometimes I'm on and then sometimes my timing is just off, because everything is ultimately divine timing. So I'll just see what's coming for you and your masculine. You're welcome, Christina. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. So this would say that communication won't necessarily be happening soon. That it's just going to be kind of a time of really going within, of not really taking action again, of almost just trying to recharge your own thoughts. Oh, you appreciate it so much. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. So it's like, I feel like right now, your divine masculine is just, yeah, not making a movement. Your divine masculine's in their mind thinking about what it is they want, what it is they want to do forward. It's almost like your divine masculine is thinking about their own path and things that they want to do. What is this Four of Swords about? What's timing for this Four of Swords to be over? Okay, so we have the High Priestess. And bottom of the deck is the World. So I feel like it's almost like this is, from a more spiritual point of view, this is time for there to not be any communication. Because the cards that I keep getting for you are Major Arcana. Like, this is time for shiftings to be happening from separately, like experiencing different things. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. It's time for you both to be kind of experiencing this connection separately, but similarly, if that makes sense. Communication. And then I'm getting Two of Cups. So again, it's like you're both experiencing this together. Ace of Cups. So let's get Eight of Cups. So possibly in like Scorpio season, because that's the next kind of water sign season we have coming up. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. So it's like around that time, your divine masculine will be getting out of their mind, leaving things behind, leaving patterns behind from the past, possibly the same things that are being thought about, and kind of reigniting the connection. So that is for you, Hero. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm going to be signing off. I stayed a bit longer than I thought, but this was fun. I will probably make it more structured going forward if I do another live stream. But thanks so much for joining. I'll be posting my regular readings this weekend, but I hope you all have a good night, have a good weekend, and I will see you when I post either Saturday or Sunday.